boy, you stress up the groove. The energy a little different when the blessings accrue. Ain't who you talking to, just know I ain't no regular fool. Could be anything in the world, but I can never be you. Because I head tied like I'm on my tiptoes. Baby, you think a little too small. I got big goals, baby, ain't where the money at. Look, I just need the info. Pronto, I go and get it and split it with my kinfolk daily. At all, seen them rise and fall. Went up the mountain, it wasn't hard to climb at all. Don't miss up the moon, yeah. Don't miss up the moon, yeah. You need it, so please don't miss up the moon. At the top, it's a better view, isn't it? I'm not surprised at all, no it ain't what you need, come on, just pay the fee, I supply it all. Went up the mountain and it wasn't hard to climb at all. At the top I found some relief, you see, so please don't miss up the moon,
Got an old guitar, got a fine cigar. Slow down a bit, get a lit and let the blues lay where they are. 'Cause the blues some days, they won't let go. They won't let go. But it's Saturday, we're at the shop today. Let's celebrate. Light up an anime, raise a toast, watch the blues go up in smoke. Watch the blues go up in smoke.
Man,
What is up?
what's up?
Boom! Just like that, it's Saturday,
At the shop.
and we are here Saturday the morning, and there's lots of stuff going on. We even have a list of things.
It's going to be a good show. First, let's just see how everybody's doing. What's up, shop? You try it. You try it.
What's up, shop? Yeah, there we
Thank
go.
you. See, you've got that. It's that classic ass baseball hat.
It is a classic-ass baseball hat, and I would like to thank John Huber, from owner of Crown Heads,
Good morning, Yulia.
for
Good
kicking
morning,
us
Luke.
this excellent turn-of-the-century baseball cap. It's like
Let's
not
do
a
some
really
headlines,
breathing-
shall we?
Let's do it.
Headlines coming in.
Start your engines. Reviewing the standouts in the top 25.
That is written in English.
It is. Cigars to make the best of a cold night. 200th episode on April 2nd. What?
What?
Why your cigars are popping on you.
And I think there's one more, right?
Lost cities found their way home.
That is right.
That
is
is
right.
it. Nice.
Good morning, Pops.
Good morning, child.
You
of
came in
mine.
this morning and
Yeah.
you were firing, spitting hot fire.
Spitting fire. I'm not really sure why, but I got a little Distretto coffee in me now.
You're exactly right.
I'm feeling good.
If
I'm-
you're watching us, hit that share button. You know what? I brought a bunch of these decals we can start giving away.
Yeah, let's do that.
We can start giving some of these things away. So hit share and then comment done. And we'll start picking out names of people we like. And that is going to turn into a It's Cigar Time decal.
It's cigar time.
do
And
it.
It is awesome. Let's just go through a little rundown of everybody that
This is a part of
in
the
so
show
far
where we don't really go over anything. We just basically talk at the screen and talk at all you. So drop in your comments now.
Yes,
Especially
yes.
if you're talking shit.
And by the way, if you are coming to us from a foreign country like Chicago, let us know where it is, and we will say good morning to you in your native tongue. It will sound exactly like you just went to the corner shop.
Your daughter-in-law, Ale Flakes, is coming in.
Hola, mate.
There it is.
How
That's what
about
I'm
that?
looking for. That's what I'm looking
My
for.
daughter-in-law, I love her. Larry Adams is in, Evan Hirsch is in, Chris is in.
Look at
Frank the Tank, Marty Upton, Chris, Tom Hess is in. Tom's out of jail. That's good. Nice to see that. Mark goes in. JD, I don't know if he went to jail or not. I know Rob did, but Rob's behind us, so we.
Frank, I got one for you.
Hey, did you hear that Rob is his? He said you can go to ICC, but his parole officer said you have to sit behind him, so I know that you're there.
Yeah. No, so we've
Yeah.
got that cardboard cutout. It arrived this week.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's
Looks great. We got Goodner over here dropping his phone. Just caused $900 worth of damage. It's a big football Saturday.
This is the comment I was hoping you got to, because everyone who's a Cowboys fan felt this level of confidence. Killer Boots, man.
Killer Boots.
Felt this level of confidence last week. And then 2 days later, they're talking, let's fire the coach. Dak's no good. Zeke is fat. And Parsons is probably not. He's probably not even from this country.
He runs the wrong way. Probably doesn't even have a green card.
Yeah, so get ready for Burnett. Just remember how confident you are right now.
Yeah.
Look at that whale tail.
Very nice. Brian Burnett, longtime friend of the show. Brian has been a diehard Bengals fan back when they had 3 or 4 first-round draft picks because they suck.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden they use some of those draft picks and got guys that are good. They're no Taco Charlton, but I mean we know how to pick them in the first round.
Tell you what though, he is a true Bengals fan. This is not some bandwagon guy. He is not a fair weather fan. That guy, he is as much of a Bengals fan as we are Husker fans.
Yeah,
I think
doesn't make him any.
Doesn't make him smart.
Doesn't make him smart at all. But it
Who we
shows
root for,
commitment.
right? Yeah.
It shows commitment, and so football season is almost over, which is a sad time for many.
Right.
But there is a thing that you have on there that's called Start Your Engines that I think adds a new twist to those looking for something other than women's figure skating. And
Don't be talking bad about women's figure skating now,
why?
because it's a good sport. It's Winter Olympics coming up. Oh, that would have been a good headline. That would have been good to think
Is it
about.
coming up?
Yeah, I think
I don't
in
even
a
keep
couple
track
weeks
anymore. COVID screwed that all up.
Yeah.
I just don't even. COVID completely screwed it up because they're showing the Olympics and it shows 2020 on all the signs.
Right.
And I'm thinking it's a rerun. And I'm like,
How did we
no. And everybody, it's on every day. And I'm like, why are we showing reruns of the Olympics? It's 2020. But apparently they didn't update the signs.
Well, because it's billions of dollars worth of production.
Yeah, and they don't want to. Yeah.
I mean,
that's true.
You can't just run through that. But all right, let's stop for a second. You're looking good this morning.
Feeling good, Billy Ray.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, you scratched the surface on a program and something we are going to do that I'm very excited about. I don't know how we're going to facilitate this logistically, but on the outside, this seems like a good idea.
It's a great idea.
Do you like the name?
No, are we on the same page?
Yeah. Did you see on the first deal of the deck?
Why don't you say it so that they can be as out of
the Paddock Lounge Plus?
Yes,
Okay.
I love that.
Or maybe just the Paddock Lounge.
The thing is a lot of people have never attended an F1 race, so they maybe don't know what the paddock is.
The paddock is for the rich folk. Okay?
It is.
That's
definitely
where the
a
money
lot of
goes.
people there saying, "What's the Po folks doing today?"
And that's where we
Yeah.
got kicked out of because our badges did not get us in.
Our
the paddock.
badges, those stinking badges, will not get you in here.
And when you slap your badge on there, it turns red and it makes a
And
loud
my
noise.
picture showed up on the screen, and there were 4,000 people behind me.
Yeah, and
Excuse me, coming back.
And he said, "This pass doesn't get you in here. You need to go back there."
Yeah,
And that
To the
was
paddock.
That was a walk of shame.
it was a walk of shame.
But what
until
is
they
this?
saw where we were at.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, and it's funny because I've actually been pitching people on becoming an F1 fan because if you have not watched this series, it's on Netflix. 3 years, 3 seasons, behind the scenes
What's up, Michael?
of Formula One, and you find out how much drama there is in Formula One. It is. What was that show? It was Hard Knocks, and people really loved Hard Knocks. They would pick a team. They did the Cowboys a couple times, and they're showing what's going on in the coach's room and all the other stuff. F1's got more drama than that, and we had an opportunity to go to F1, and when we were at F1 this year at Austin, the biggest crowd in F1 history, and they are blaming it on that Netflix documentary. 400,000 people in 3 days.
This was just a tremendous season. So what we thought of is, well, here's the issue that we came across. We couldn't smoke cigars in the garage.
Right.
It's something about fuel and engines and regulation, the whole deal.
I mean,
don't know. It's a bunch of
I didn't
bureaucrats.
understand it because the door was open.
I was thinking so too. But that's the problem is you go, and if you're out in the grandstand, you're getting sunburned, and you can't smoke cigars out there. But here you can. So we're developing this. It's 3 tiers or 3 different pass levels. You can get a season pass, or you can get a per race pass to get in. Now, what does that mean? Grandstand will get you into the public lounge. We are working on a very special cigar that's only going to be available during that time of the week. So the hour before the race, you will be able to purchase this. It will have a secondary band. I didn't tell you about this, but this is the direction we're going.
Okay.
And it's something that Pablo and I are speaking through. So we'll have a unique cigar that only you can purchase at that time before.
So cool.
And then you'll come in, you'll have access, we'll have F1 all around. Then there's the paddock level, which gets you into the private lounge.
Right.
That is going to come with tablets, a certain number of tablets, where you will be able to watch the race, but then you'll also be able to watch and go from different. You can actually listen to the pit crew speaking. You can watch
On
individual
each driver.
drivers. Yeah, so you can like,
And the view is from what they see.
Yes.
And I saw this F1 TV, and to be able to watch the race, but then have individuals, and to be able to see somebody coming up on somebody and be able to listen to that interaction, because we had that experience when we were at F1, being in the pits and being able to listen to that. It adds a whole different dynamic feel, and it would be like watching the Masters, but I've just decided I only want to watch Tiger Woods.
And you can listen to him speak
And
with
listen
his
to
caddy,
him talk
right?
to his caddy.
So that will get you in there, and then there will be one final that's going to be the pit pass, that you'll have the meeting room, you'll have 2 guests per race that will come with you, and everyone you'll have mimosas in there, you'll have food and beverage, you'll have the whole deal. But here's what's really cool about it. The races, the way that most of the races, they're all on Sundays, but the majority of them are really early in the morning.
Right, because they're in Australia.
So
Good day, mate.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we'll air the races at 10 in the morning on Sundays. So you'll have a closed lounge. You'll be able to come in before anyone else.
That
You'll have
would
the
be
place
so
to your
cool.
own. Turn the volume up and just have F1 blasting through. I'm really excited. We're looking.
I'd like to add a new twist to that,
All right.
because we're idea people. I don't know if you know that, but ideas just hit us from all. So every week they're in a different country. So why don't we let's get like morning foods from those foreign countries.
So I was thinking about that, and then started thinking about how difficult it would be to source breakfast foods from Azerbaijan. Do you know what that is?
Well,
don't,
I think,
don't point.
Ryan, aren't your family from that area?
It's his first time in.
Well,
He's
that's-
not coming back.
Well, he's not from Azerbaijan. Hey, Wagner, next time you're at Azerbaijan, can you bring us some shit for the F1 races? There you go. Problem solved. See, ideas, solution. Idea, solution.
Fine.
Piss people off in the meantime.
You take care of all the food and beverage. Good luck. I'm just saying.
All I
just
gotta
need
know
to
is what it looked like. I
Mimosa
can make
bar.
anything from McDonald's looks like it's from Azerbaijan. I can tell you that much.
How do you not know that country?
Throw a little gravy on it. Fuck, who cares?
Why wouldn't you just do mimosa bar and carajillos and call it good?
That's pretty universal.
Right, it's universal. What's up, Caleb Parker? If you're just coming in,
Sean Ratz is,
Sorry to everybody.
Sean Ratz is so in on F1.
I think Larry Davis is going to be on. I think Johnny Goodner will be in. I think this is going to be something that won't be a huge turnout the first season, but I think this is going to catch on.
It's going to get huge. It's going to get huge. Look, we have a lot of people that are coming in, and I just want to say hi to everybody. Joe, we'll give you your 49ers for the rest of the day, but then that party's going to be over here pretty quick. Juan is coming in from Gold Leaf Cigar Club. Hey, by the way, our friend Jamond, owner of Definition, was just in here the other night. He is spending the day down in San Antonio looking for a place to sell Definition cigars. So we have sent him to a couple of different places based on some feedback from Gold Leaf Cigar Club. So wander around San Antonio today and find Jamon, because that dude is a blast.
All right, we're
Heavy
15
drink.
minutes into this thing. Can we talk about cigars for just a second and get it out of the way?
I'm smoking one that's pretty darn good.
Well, and that rolls into the fact that this week we released our top 25. So,
And I've seen some of the others. I would, if there was a fight and you put our top 25 against Half Wheel, Cigar Aficionado, and all those guys, we would dominate. It would be a knockout in the first round.
First round.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm talking Tyson
Tyson
Fury.
knockout.
Okay, what are you smoking?
The number one cigar of the year, Petoro Terra Blanche. This is the Toro Plus. It is so good. It is so good. And I love the fact that Pablo was so proud that he took the screenshot that you created of his cigar number one. And Pablo, who is the owner, one of the owners of Petoro, posted it on his social media feed.
Oh, cool.
And all he got was responses from dealers around Europe going, Terra Blanche? Question mark. What is that? How come I don't have this? He was getting his ass kicked
And
on
also,
social media.
did he was getting his ass kicked?
That's not a fair comparison. Y'all really don't know what you got.
Yeah,
That's why it's totally biased.
it's still the only place in the world that you can get some. The
Actually,
Lanceros are gone.
there's nowhere in the world you can buy the white label Lanceros. So if
No.
you have that, that's worth about
There's 7 boxes
Yeah.
of these left.
Sir Lewis Cigars coming in. I'll tell you what, that is a real deal retailer. That,
Good.
if you don't follow Sir Lewis, go ahead and click that and follow him. That, I've heard nothing but great things for Darren. That is a top
Yeah, he's
dog
a
retailer.
principal.
Man,
principal
thanks
guy.
for coming in. Glad to have you this morning.
Where's he coming in from? Good day, mate. I think where's he out of? Let us know where you're out of. I'll say good day.
Ooh, that's a. You know what? I won't pull back to the F1. We'll just keep going. Once we get that buttoned up, we'll release it. But I think that could be a really cool thing. For $10, you can get in at any level here and have access to it when we're
I
not
think
even
that
open
there is, again, we were talking about this earlier. If you're a fan, the only thing you have to do is give up your time. That's all you got to invest in. That $10, you get a cigar, you're going to have a good time in the morning. It's not too early on a Sunday morning, but I'm telling you, it is an infectious sport.
You know what, though? That kind of steps on your golf.
Well, I'll fix it.
Okay, so starting now, we're doing Saturday morning golf or skip every single Monday at work for golf.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. I like your
Chris
response.
Pennington's a hell of a nice guy. He said that his Lanceros are now on sale for $50 a stick, the Terra Blanche.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Sam was in last week. The Crux Bull and Bear was great. He enjoyed it. He was coming in. Oh, I forgot to study the quantums this week because we were going to review the quantums.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot how
So,
to
next week we'll
forgot
put
how
that
to
together.
spell that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, that's a good question. If Sean is coming in today, I was expecting to see him in this morning.
So let's talk about the top 25. Do you have the top 25 there so that we could?
I sure can get it.
Let's get it. Speaking of top 25 guys, Rodney Smith.
Rodney Smith.
Someone say
Can we
whiskey.
just bring him in? Hop
Why
in the
not?
hot seat. Everyone, give it up.
He's too cool for school.
Rodney Smith.
You know what we'll do is we'll have him review each one of the top 25, pretending like he smoked them.
I like that. I
Rodney
like that.
Smith,
What's up, dog?
What's going on, gentlemen?
one of the.
morning.
Dude, I can barely feel my hands right now.
That's cold. That's
You're
cold.
cold.
as ice.
You're cold.
Oh, yeah.
So, you are a man that is perpetually spinning about 1,000 plates at the same time.
Yeah.
One of which is Someone Say Whiskey on your chest. And last week, we did our first ever Second Friday
Bottle share.
bottle share.
Yeah.
How did you think it went?
I heard it went really great. I had COVID, so I couldn't go. Had tickets to the game, couldn't go. That sucked balls. But
Well,
from
the
what I
game sucked
heard,
balls too.
it really went well.
Oh yeah, I've heard nothing but great responses for it. I'm excited that we're continuously getting deeper and deeper with what we're doing. What else you working on?
Well, thanks to Pops, he gave me a little bit of advice. Dude, you're warm, dude. I'm
My
from
hands
hands are going out.
I'm from Nebraska.
We're perpetually warm.
Man, we got so many things going on, man. We have Unallocated, which is one of the bourbons that we run. We're doing a release of that pretty soon. We have the Bourbon Connection. Be on the lookout for more events for that. We have some stuff that we're working with Rolex on, Breitling, working with a lot of guys like Mike Ledoux, Jalen's agent, to do some stuff. Man, we got a lot of cool things, and not to mention all the stuff we're doing with you all, and Kentucky Derby.
Yes.
Yes, that is a great thing because we meet not next week but the following
That is correct.
with Woodford.
Yep.
Ever heard of them?
Pretty
And
big
we're about
deal.
to turn up the volume on this.
I can't wait.
What do you think is the number one thing we should change from last year's Derby event?
Change?
Or add to?
Man, I don't know. Like last year, it was perfect. I mean, I'm going to be honest. That was probably one of the most incredible things that I've ever been a part of. I mean, just to see how the shop transformed and saw all the work that you get. I'm glad that we don't have to put all that shit together like that. But just to see what you guys did last year, I mean, I don't even know what I would change because to me it was perfect. If we could just figure out a way to get, the integration part of, having the Someone Say Whiskey members being more part of, the activities, I would probably say that's the only thing that I can change. But outside of that big tent, man, that was amazing, dude.
Yeah, we had a 600 square foot tent.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was a recreation of this lounge in the back, and I think we'll do that again. I am excited. If your company wants to be a part of this event, it's a good one to tack it as a part of. We are looking for sponsorships this year.
It
We
gets
are
a
gonna
lot.
make this
It gets a
bigger.
lot of national exposure.
Yep.
And this one we will fly in our friends from Cigar Snob, so that they can actually be part of it. Jamie would look great with one of those hats. She's only this big, so I mean, she would look. That hat would be awesome.
Be perfect.
Yeah.
I can't say thank you enough for what you continuously do. I think we've just have this really cool relationship that's just built on a good foundation.
Dude, I can't say thank you to all. Man, you guys literally are the ones who helped me get to where I am in a lot of areas without even knowing. I mean, just the opportunity, to come here, network with all these people that are here. There's a lot of good people that are in, the front part of the lounge and the back area. And that's really kind of like what kicked off a lot of the ideas that I have to do, with the Bourbon Connection, the networking, and see how you guys provide service. And just that first interaction and introduction that I had with Jalen, it just kind of kicked off, a chain reaction of other introductions into the professional athlete world that, man, if it wasn't for you all, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now.
I think that's the beauty of what we do.
Yeah.
It's just we create a community for people. That's
Yeah.
what the mission is.
Yep.
That's what our vision is. We're not here to have a cigar lounge. We're here to create a community. And I think with you going through it, it takes everyone to actually do it. So
Most definitely.
kudos to you for putting in the work.
Yeah, kudos for y'all. If it was, and I have to talk about what Pops did for me when I said earlier, for how he helped. You said I have 1,000 things going on, and Pops actually, he realized that a lot of people did, but Pops was one of the first ones that came to me and said, "Hey man, you're moving 100 miles per hour with no direction,
With no map.
and no map." Yeah,
Yep.
there you go. And it made me really sit down and think and like, okay, how can I scale back a little bit? Because I had my hand in pretty much everything, and it was burning me out. Didn't have the opportunity to come out here and smoke with you guys as much as I used to. So, we had a long conversation. He
At my house.
he showed me, a few things that could help and scale back and get more organized, man. And I just got to take my hat off. Thank you, sir, because it
man.
helped out a whole lot.
Man. So
Yeah.
if you do follow, or if you are a part of Someone Say Whiskey, give this a like, give us a thumbs up. I'm curious how many of the people who are in here actually
I know
are
Frank the Tank and John Ratz and those guys
And
are.
if you
Good
aren't,
work.
go to Facebook and join Someone Say Whiskey. That is an incredible community of whiskey drinkers and just great people.
They're just helping each other out.
Yeah.
I mean, it is it's almost like everybody's on the lookout, and they're on a mission to go find the unicorns, so that they can get on and tell everybody where the unicorns are at in the whiskey world.
Well, and what I love about it too is I saw Jeff Bolton posted up the other day just a picture of a bottle. Is this good? And people don't. There's a very positive environment there.
Yeah, they're not giving you.
They're not running it
shit,
down.
but-
It's just now I would do this instead of that, or go for it. I think that adds crazy value.
Oh man, it's a lot of value, man. I mean, just to see what it turned into. I mean, we were a neighborhood Facebook club a little over 2.5 years ago, and I mean now we have 13,000 members.
Well, when we met you, you had 600. You were
crazy.
right at the front end of that 600 members, and it
It's
just
crazy.
blew up.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Dopeness. I'm glad you're on the right track, brother. God
Appreciate
damn,
you
you're
guys.
cold.
Dude. It's freezing out there.
Damn!
man.
Everyone, give it up, Rodney Smith.
Someone say whiskey, I love you.
Nice. Oh,
Top 25.
Boomer sooner.
all right. And that was the last time that
It goes to show that we are completely tolerant here at
of
Industrial
all
Cigar.
types of people.
All types of Oklahoma people. We're
Yeah.
completely tolerant.
Yeah, I mean we have a business to run.
Yeah.
What's up? Monty's coming in. I think he's
How
coming
would
in
you
from
say
Philly.
that bottom on there?
Paola Villa.
I'm going to go ahead and say good day, mate, because I'm pretty sure that's Australian.
That's close.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was close.
Again,
Okay,
if you're coming to us from a foreign country, let us know.
let's talk
Where you're
First
coming.
Friday.
First Friday.
First Friday of
Did
February.
I see it? Did I see it correctly? Karaoke?
That's what I'm thinking.
Let's do it.
Okie,
Karaoke.
baby. Okie.
The Okie.
All right. And this is important because it's something I said will never occur inside of these doors.
And it
we did
happened?
it once, and people really enjoyed it. If you were here and had the right amount of drinks in you, we're not going to live stream this one because the last one we live streamed, and I'm pretty sure we lost customers on it
Yeah.
because there was some bad singing going on. But it doesn't matter. Step up, and we'll learn from what we did last time and do it better this year.
Yeah.
And if you want to lip sync battle it, you can, Ron. If you want to lip sync, you can lip sync.
Yeah.
If you want to sing it, sing it. I would prefer you lip sync
Lip
it.
sync it would be great.
And-
even if there's no words on the system, just the lip
Just-
sync.
it's all in the motion.
Let people remember the time they heard it from a professional.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yep. Like who sings that song? Just let him sing it.
Yeah.
Let him sing it.
Yeah. The guy had a record deal. Let him go. He's a pro.
Yeah, he's the pro.
Yeah. Alan is in. Alan Randall is in. Sean Ratz is in. Dusty, of course, coming in from Nebraska. So Frank the Tank. We got everybody in. Place is booming. If you haven't had a chance to share this with your friends, let's go ahead and do that. Let's talk about the top 25. We've made this attempt now twice.
All right.
And we're going to go ahead and do it. So let's start with I'm going to be seeing it this week, but we did the release of our top 25. Again, the most powerful top 25 we've had so far.
There were some shockers in there.
There were.
And we ran this through, and we didn't mess with it. I mean, we have what the customers scored it as, what members scored it as, what we scored it as, and what the general consensus of it is. And what I love about that,
Over 200 people.
and what I love
participated.
about that is you have someone who is maybe a novice.
Yep.
And what their palate is, but it gives us a good grab sample of what the top 25 in the lounge are.
I think it should be an eye-opener to the industry that boutiques are here to stay, because
Yeah.
you're hard-pressed to go find. There's some big bulk brands out there that you've...
If you look at just
Okay.
the top 25, or I'm sorry, the top 10, you have Zulu, you have Definition, Atabay, Principal, Pichardo, and Pichardo kind of, they were
Pichardo
pretty
was an
strong.
ass kicker.
They were strong.
Partagas 160, which doesn't exist really anywhere else but here.
Cavalier coming in number 2, Cavalier LE. That was a surpriser for me.
It wasn't for me, because, I mean, every year, I have not seen a guy do an LE where he changes the blend every year, and every year it's a killer. Every once in a while, you're going to slip. Man, not that. Since 2018, that thing has been a
You remember that
home
2018,
run.
though? That 2018 Robusto he did?
That was so good.
was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that thing. I wish we could get our hands on some more.
If there's any retailers out there watching, if you still have any of the Cavalier LEs, we will pay you cash right
Cash
now.
monies.
Right now.
Also, I mean, you've got Principal, who is just a staple in the lounge, staple in everything we do. Obviously, he's up here multiple times. Cochon Volant. Here's the big surprise.
That was a
Cochon Volant came in at 17, and Bull and Bear came in at 23.
yeah.
Here's what I think occurred with that. I think Bull and Bear should have remained up in the top 10, in my opinion. But I think
I
people
agree.
took it for granted because it's so good that I don't think it's. I think it just becomes part of your rotation instead of the sought after. Oh, I'm going to get a Bull and Bear, and to hell with the rest.
The Crux Bull and Bear is one of those cigars that is really easy to get in a rut on. I think there's a lot of people that go, this is just my cigar. This is what they grab. As much as we tell people not to get in a rut and to experiment, that's one that is, I dare you to try to talk me out of this.
I'm okay with that rut.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Some are okay to just kind of stick in there.
Yeah.
What was your choice for the number one of the year? Andrews was what I'm smoking now. Padron, 90th, Maduro.
Click on mine and see what mine was.
Veneciano.
Byron Veneziano. That's the Torpedo. Love that cigar. I rated the Patoro XO very high, and it was actually lower, but I think as a $34-$35 cigar, not everybody's tried it. So when you kind of dilute the pool with a couple hundred people that haven't tried it, that is the reality. I did find it interesting. I was watching a couple of the top 25 unveilings for the guys that are online and looked at some of their websites. And you know how to do this from a technology standpoint, but when you click on number 10 and it is whatever, out of the blue, the banner ads pop up for that very cigar.
Interesting.
So technology is a wonderful thing. There wasn't an ad paid for with ours. It is just
we're open
people.
to it, though. I mean, if you want to pay to make your way in, what we're going to do is
we're happy to change the uncorrupt to corrupt.
Yeah, we're just going to. If somebody
moment.
pays for it at any given point, we're going to make that cigar number 7, and it will turn green. For the number, it will be green, and then we'll just put a cross through the corrupt, and then just know we made some cash on this.
Yeah.
So
As
that's
soon as
good
this
too.
thing goes to uncorrupt, or when it goes to corrupt, just know we sold an ad.
Yeah, we sold an ad, but
Yeah.
we'll tell you which one it is.
Yeah.
No problem. So just, I think transparency is important.
Yeah, right now it's 100% on the quality of the cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could change.
I mean, it changes
For the right
everyone
amount
else.
of- for the right
It changes
place.
everyone else. Look, if you give me $250,000, you'll be number one.
Number one.
No problem.
We could lock you in a 2-year deal on that.
First year is $250,000 though. Just like they do it in F1. First year is easy. The next
Yeah.
years are going to get more expensive.
The new cigar is called Under Fermented.
yeah.
Yeah. No, but it was really good.
No, I think it was my favorite last
once
year.
people stopped throwing up, it was actually packaged in a barf bag.
Oh,
We had some of those. So you guys are going to the TPE trade show this week.
We are going to
You
Vegas.
guys are going in full force. Sans the old man, but you guys are going to go there and do it up right. You guys are going to smoke a lot of dog turds this week. That's what happens when you go to the trade show, and the guys go, "Hey, Industrial Cigars here. Try my cigar. I want to get on your floor." And then you guys go back afterwards and we have the powwow.
It is.
And,
I will say
there's
that
some dog turds that are out there.
it is one of my favorite times, but it's one of my least favorite sessions.
Yeah, it's
when
sometimes
we sit
it's
for
tough.
hours and just smoke through it, and by the
Sometimes
time
it's
you
tough.
get through the next couple days, you can't taste anything. You're just your palate is just absolutely hammered.
Yep.
But we are. What's that?
Lots of cheese.
Oh,
Lots of
there's
cheese.
gonna be a lot of cheese eaten.
And Luciano is going to be there.
I can't wait to see that
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
100%.
He is going to kiss you guys on the lips.
Well,
Guaranteed.
That's good. I'll steer him to Andrew. That might
he's a
be more
foreigner.
Drew's type of thing.
He's a foreigner.
So that's
They're into that.
Oh, Andrew's here this week. We got the young kids pulling out.
We got
now.
Camaros doing Mustang things right now. They're all
They better not be
leaving.
doing much. That's why I parked down there. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I parked down
'Cause
there.
once they
so-
lose control, they're going to wipe out all those cars at the pool hall.
Yeah,
That's fine.
but that CRV is probably not that expensive, Dad.
Mike Hernandez is in. Joe, of course, you're in. John, if you guys are smoking anything this morning, let us know what you're smoking. Did you guys see the top 25, and was there any shockers out there for you guys?
And what was your favorite of the year? I think there are a lot of people not happy that Bull and Bear ranked where it did.
I was literally pulled by my shirt to come address why the Cochon Blanc wasn't in the top 10. And it was very obvious that we've been out of it for 6 months.
Yeah, you forget about it.
Yeah, so if one of the factors is what we sell, that math was very low.
So
I think what you said earlier is exactly why the Bull and Bear and Cochon Blanc did not rate higher, because they've been here for so long. People take it for granted, and people were more focused on some of the newer sticks that came out.
Yep.
And wowed by them because they had never had those before.
I agree.
So it was the recency effect, or whatever you want to call it.
I couldn't. I think the recency bias.
But the fact that they're still there in the top 25 is still amazing, as long as they've both been around.
Look, we have somewhere in the ballpark of 800 facings.
Yeah, we do.
So top 25 of 800. That's pretty good. That's rare air. That's
that is
that's
rare
top
air.
tier stuff.
Yeah.
And that is. I spoke with a manufacturer this week, and their mission was to get into as many retailers as they could. And their problem was they need to get into the retailers. And then the follow-up for the next issue, which I'm surprised was number 2 and not number 1, was our massive backorder issues. And I thought, maybe that should be the first.
How about we get some inventory, then sell? Because what you don't want to do is, instead of pissing off a small pool of dealers because you can't get them product, don't increase your distribution base to piss off more people.
That's just a...
This is tip of the day for you.
Tip
I've
of the day.
been doing this for a couple weeks now. Maybe don't do that.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, here's some good news about the Cochon Blancs.
Right.
They are apparently getting loaded and put on a plane. Don't tell Rob this, but like the first 1,000, I'm taking to the house.
That's a smart
So
idea. Yeah,
Rob
that's a
can get
profit
whatever
deal.
he needs in the second load. Derek Coleman will probably want 1,000 for himself, but I think that is my desert island cigar.
Well, I think we're missing the mark with Travis. I think we wouldn't, if we didn't pay Travis in dollars and we paid him in Cochon Blanc,
Yeah.
I think we'd get more out of him.
No doubt, no doubt.
I think that could work out pretty
Hell
solid.
of a motivator if you said, look, you can't have any until you really bust ass today. It'd be a motivator.
I like that. I like that a lot. So when we're in Vegas, we'll also be doing something else, which is doing some additional shooting for the drunk history of ICC. Now, for those of you who saw the little quick 1-minute
The
trailer
teaser.
of it, go ahead and check that on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Here's what I think we're gonna do. If you're a member, you'll be able to watch this. If you're a customer, you'll be able to watch this. But this is going to be, I'm thinking, behind some sort of password protected, because I don't think it's the right message to shoot out to the world. They might not get the right idea of who we are.
No.
It's very unfiltered. It's very wide open. And you two dickheads were saying very specific names that we very clearly said before. Don't say specific names. Just bleep it.
It would sound like literally he fell asleep on the bleep button. But I think that the show itself and watching how quickly Nate and Andrew went from 0 to
Vomit.
0.25 on the blowing on the meter.
These guys were drinking presidential pours of Glenmorangie, or however the hell you say it.
Well, there was a Basil Hayden that was that much, and I just went in the back to get the red towel and walked back. It was 8 feet, and it was gone.
We didn't look. I've only seen how quickly someone could get from sober to I love you, man, on
It was a record.
on Ron's show with Jamond.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The first 4 minutes and the last 4 minutes were not the same.
That was the last 4 minutes the other night.
And we came into the show at the last 4 minutes
Last
of
4
Ron's,
minutes.
and we talked for an hour. And then I think at the end, after we roll the credits, you'll watch the video of Nathan throwing up in the bathroom because
Yeah.
that did happen.
Yeah.
And we do have it on video. Thank you, Andrew, for getting that.
The only guy that sits on the toilet and throws up in the garbage instead of
Without
just
a bag
yakking
in
it without a bag, and then instead of just blowing it into the.
Can I also ask maybe why you didn't drive him home? You left him here until 3 o'clock in the morning?
Well, I thought it would be better for him to not. Yeah, I would have had to carry him in the house. I would have got a hernia. And
You left him here.
yeah,
Did you just
Yeah.
sleep in the back?
He slept on the couch. You think Nate can fit on any couch back there?
yeah, 6'4" fitting on a 4'6" couch. It was.
Hey,
There he is.
Hey, come on in. Come on in. So here's this guy. This is
Sit down,
Nate.
Nate.
Nate, take a seat in the hot seat.
Hold on. You gotta sit on Chris's lap.
All right.
Just, am I gonna reenact this?
No, I don't need. We don't need any
No.
reenactment. Oh, it's.
You're telling me.
This is my favorite person to get drunk in the world, and
It's never happening again.
oh, it's happening because we have 2 more segments to shoot. Nene, what was your favorite part of the Drunk History of ICC filming session?
I don't remember any of it, so
I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah.
it
Yes.
was- oh yeah, I mean, I remember. I think after watching the video was the funniest thing because watching Andrew's reactions on a lot of
Andrew
down
was
the
pretty-
hatch.
He chugs it, spills it on the table, then licks the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did.
That's
And he wonders how he got COVID. No, I'm just joking.
so that was the.
No, the alcohol
that's
killed it.
that's 10 seconds into what's going to be a really really funny show.
That's going to be a
It-
rich
it's not
6
for
minutes.
everybody.
That's
And
Yeah.
we got to get Ryan Negabang to do it.
Oh, Bang, we do have a segment for you that we need you to act on. Okay, good. I got that. Because you've got like a good old-timey voice and that style. So we need
nice.
I think we've got kind of a classic segment that we're going to put you in on. We're going to Vegas this week.
Yep.
What are you looking forward to most?
Seeing a lot of the guys that we haven't seen for a while, and then seeing if there's any. There's only a few new things out there, so I mean,
I think
curious
there's
to
a
try
there's a
those.
few out there.
Yeah.
I think there's a few new lines out there to take a look at.
Yeah.
Yep.
See how those go. And
Got to try. You always got to try it.
Yeah.
You know, you got to try the new stuff, and it'll be a great chance to go see a lot of guys that we don't get to see unless they are making their annual trip into Dallas. So
Yeah.
that's going to be good.
that'll be fun.
And yeah, so I'm excited to see what you guys come back with.
Oh, McClurkin said his favorite part that he's looking forward to most in Vegas are the gummies. Maybe that will be the next segment, is the high history of ICC.
I'll tell you what.
You'll be in on the gummy
Yeah.
part. You weren't in on the drinking part, but the
I
gummy
was not
part.
in the drinking part, but the last show that we went to, you guys gave me this strip of. It was basically candy
It's a
that you
fruit
would
roll-up,
normally. It was a
basically.
fruit roll up. Oh, it's CBD.
No, it was not CBD.
I thought it was.
We
Oh, you guys tricked me.
that was not CBD.
It was not.
That's why you were taking pictures of yourself and sending them to people, random people, and saying, "I'm just faxing my bitches."
Yeah, yeah.
Fax
I-
it to me.
No, it was like you were like, "Hey, we need to get Elliot down here. When's he coming down to the bar?" And I had just sent him a text, but my brain said I just sent him a fax, and I said that out loud.
That's how you were.
a picture of a cigar in your mouth and took a selfie straight on,
It looked awesome.
and you're like, and you started giggling like a little kid.
Yeah, it was
And
funny.
then you said, "It's hilarious. I just faxed it to the group."
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Look.
That's what it was.
Yes.
Bad. Okay. Look, we
So,
might not do that history, but we are doing the drunk history most certainly. Nene, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
What's your one bit of advice for manufacturers who are looking to get into the ICC humidor?
Don't watch Drunk History with us. But other than that,
Make
try
a good
harder.
cigar.
Just come into the shop and be visible.
That's it. So
Be
try
visible.
harder. Try harder.
There were some reps I could get that message too.
All right, Nene.
I just wanted to give you that.
Give it up for Nene!
Yay!
Oh man.
Everybody loves Nene. Did you notice that?
Yeah, everyone does love Nene. He's
He's
the
just
only.
a big teddy bear.
Well, most of the time he is. But you don't want to go poking that teddy bear.
Nope.
'Cause then you realize he's just wearing a fur jacket.
Hey, yeah, Nate, I got something to tell you after the fact that maybe you wish you were been here last night.
Oh, I heard about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that. Final
you need to have a call.
thing that I'm putting out there is this week when we go to Vegas, we're filling up the event schedule. I need your feedback right meow so I can write this down and take it with me. What type of events do you want? What are some themes you want for First Fridays? Put those in the comments because I need to write this down and start seeing which manufacturers are going to be down to do this. By the time we come back, we'll have the event.
Manufacturers this year, because of the amazing attendance and some other stuff that we're working on that will expand our ability to put butts in the seats, are going to need to step up this year because we need to make sure that these manufacturers are getting the exposure that they really deserve, and by sponsoring those events is a big part of it.
Yep.
And from their world, from their cost, it's not a ton of money, but man, does it get you exposure.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
It gets you connected as a part of an experience. That is the ultimate difference.
There is one thing that we can look at on the top 25 list. Tell me somebody that's one of those manufacturers on that list that doesn't support us and isn't here and the principals aren't here. These guys, you know, they come in. They become part of this community.
You know,
so
there
do
is
that.
There is one line that we don't get much support from rep, but we get a ton of support from the owner.
Yes.
And I won't say that to drag anyone through the mud, but
Yep.
there is one that I'll just leave it as that.
Well, and here's the reality. The reality is, if the local team that they've hired is not going to support us, then we're just going to go around your ass and we're going right to the owner.
Yeah.
And they appreciate it.
Yeah.
And
I think so.
they make sure that we get what we want, including their own personal blend. And that's all.
That's a good drop. There
Yeah,
you go.
there you go.
go.
If you know, you
all
know.
right, let's go ahead and get off of here because this is going the wrong direction. No, I think I'm really looking forward to it. You had a great show. We almost talked about cigars. And
We do have Cigar Snob. Love them. Love them. I was able to get one box of these. This is the 135th anniversary. Monte Cristo number 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that a box press number 2?
This is a box press number 2. There's only 10 in the box.
I'll smoke one.
I don't even know what it costs, but it's got velvet on the box.
Let's not sell
and
it,
anything
just
that's got
smoke it.
velvet.
They're free today.
What is that, velvet?
What is that?
You want
velvet?
to smoke one?
So anyway, that was their number 3 cigar this year.
Well, if they like it, then I'll like it.
Of course.
Okay,
But-
cool. Well, let's smoke cigars. Let's watch some football. Let's. Good point. Let's keep smoking cigars. Let's kick some ass today. What do you think?
Kick ass. Come in. Watch football. It's too cold to do anything outside. Make it happen here. Distretto Coffee on.
Yeah. Join
Lot
us
of
for
cigars.
Cigar Talk Live on Tuesday.
Do
Hopefully,
that.
hopefully
Hey.
Adrian is back. Hopefully Kathleen is back.
If you haven't watched Cigar Talk Live, it's every Tuesday night, pretty much right at 8 o'clock.
That's pretty good.
Almost, and we just talk. It's basically an opportunity to eavesdrop on some guys that are in the lounge. We have a series of canned questions that we ask that are classics, but here's how it works. When you see a guest on the show, it's because we just walked out front and said, "Hey, come with us."
Yeah.
And they're walking back going, "Am I in trouble? Did I park in the wrong parking space?" They get back there and they realize they're on.
Yeah, I think I like that method.
I like it. I think the element of surprise has worked out really
And
well for us.
if you want to join Cigar Talk Live, just come up here on a Tuesday evening.
You never know, you might get picked.
Yeah, and a lot of times they go, "Come on, you're coming back." And if they know what they're coming back for, like, "Nah, man, I'm good. No, come back."
No,
here."
come back.
Then they have a blast.
We have free liquor.
That gets them every time.
That gets them every time.
So come in, join us. We've got a ton of things coming up. A lot of things happening.
And I would just want to end with this. Watch Size Matters. Thursday night, Queen Bee does Size Matters. This last week, she had
Great show.
Misty on, and she also had Jamon. So my wife is entering the cigar journey, and she's bringing people with us. As she learns, she wants the crowd to learn, and it's from a woman's point of view. And she had Misty on, who is a woman in business, and then had a brand owner that was sitting there being able to educate at the same time. But she has a lot of structure to her show. But one of the coolest things was Dare to Pair. And the people that are there don't know what they're pairing with. They've done pickles, they've done hot dogs, and this week was deviled eggs. And it was an eye-opener for those guys that had a devil's egg and smoked and paired it with a cigar, and they were shocked. So
It's a great cigar.
every week it is. Who knows what it's going to be? I'm waiting for like a snail to climb off the plate or something. But I'm. There are some really cool things. The show is great. Watch it. That's on Thursday night, and watch somebody that's in the newbie stage of the journey, and go along with it.
Ale's going to be in a couple weeks.
That'll be great.
That'll be a good one because
This-
Beckley's going to get Ale a little drunk, and she is awesome when she gets drunk.
So, and will we do the subtitling in English?
Well, I think Facebook's going to do its best.
Okay.
Just follow along.
This week, Yelly Belly chocolate is
yeah.
also going to be. Yelly Belly is her past life was a belly dancer, so she's going to show the queen how to do belly dancing.
All right.
Yes.
So I will be in Vegas and I'll watch this one, but
Yep.
you guys can watch it.
Train wreck.
All right. So now we're logging off.
Yes.
So peace. We love you. We'll talk at you later.
See you next week.
Bam. 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 Stop.
We're on.